I went to a high school football game Friday night and a prayer meeting broke out. The Friendship Tigers were hosting the Clovis Wildcats. Midway through the second quarter, Clovis is leading, but what took place on the field had nothing to do with the scoreboard. A young man lay on the turf of Peoples Bank Stadium down with an injury. Now that's not unusual. Injuries occur in football, but he didn't get up. Trainers, coaches, and medical personnel all rushed to his side. It was soon evident that this had the potential to be a very serious injury. To see an athlete strapped to a stretcher and his head immobilized for fear of paralysis does something to your heart. It certainly did to the fans who watched on. Minutes earlier, they had been screaming for their respective teams. The cheering had now stopped. Minutes earlier, 17-year-old Micah Gray had been the opponent for the Tigers. He was the leading ball carrier in that game for the Wildcats, but now this opponent became a teammate. This enemy became a friend. This young man united us. A silence fell over the stadium as Micah was lifted onto a cart to take him off the field. When that cart cleared the field, the spot where he had laid became the altar. Players from both teams, coaches, and referees all knelt down to pray. Cheerleaders on the sidelines were huddled up. A Pom Squad circled up with their arms around each other, lifting up in prayer a young man who at the time we didn't even know his name, but God knew. The love and support didn't stop there. After the game, Micah's mom was in the parking lot. A total stranger came up, hugged her, and prayed over her son. Those prayers, and there were many, were answered. Micah is going to be all right, expected to make a full recovery. He'll be in a neck brace for a week, maybe two, to allow some swelling to go down. He's sore, but he's blessed. There's no prayer in school? Well, that's not what I saw. I saw God move in an amazing way on that playing field and into the stands. Church isn't just held on Sunday. We had church Friday night at Peoples Bank Stadium. Sports teaches you to beat your opponent. That's your goal. But when that opponent goes down, you love him. The score of that game will long be forgotten, but what happened on that field will not. Jesus was in the stands at Friendship High School. And that's tonight's Curt Talk.